I made these fun little shorts that I'm starting to post on YouTube. I'm gonna start making more. They're kind of funny because I just get a few views. But the main thing we're doing today, we're talking about doing an SPS burn. The main reason for this is kind of interesting. Me and Bulldog have birthdays pretty close together. My birthday is the 1st of May. It just passed a few days ago. His was a few days before that. He did a big SPS burn. I did a Prime sub to his account, so I'm glad that my Prime sub helped him burn a little bit more. But he did it during the week when I was at work, so I couldn't be there for it. I would have also sent a little SPS over to him to help it be a little bit more. So I thought, hey, why not just do my own little one? When I started posting on X, I had Gold Matters to say, we need somebody else to do this. I said, hey, you know what? Or I said, should somebody else do this too? And I said, I'd do it too. Now, I know he took in most of the big donations. So even though I said people could send me some SPS, I haven't had any show up in the account yet. We'll wait a little bit to see if anybody comes by, anybody wants to send any over, or if we're just going to show another quick example of a way that the SPS token can turn into nothing, create some extra DEC to get us some extra downward motion, the download that so that this price goes down a little bit, this one would go up a little bit. And if we all did this every once in a while, there'd be a lot less of the SPS token out there. And that's one of the things that was interesting. He also talked about doing it a little bit more because he is really pushing the Twitch stuff, getting the Prime subs. I'm live on Twitch, but I don't really push the Twitch channel that much. It's more something I'm thinking about getting into a little bit more. I played for a lot today, but I don't know how many people actually want to come in and watch live gameplay. It was kind of a tough day. I fought my way to Champion 3 through Diamond 1, and I just was not having a very good day. I think it took me a lot more battles than I'd like. 55 battles, 29 wins. So I only went to what is that? So 29 and 26. So not very good. Only a 5 streak max, but I did make my way up into Champion 3 finally. Got my little rewards, chest rewards. Played a couple survival matches. Lost my Venka, so that was kind of a bummer. That's going to hurt me in Modern for a while. Also lost my Commander Slate. Accidentally surrendered a match, so congratulations for the free win, Yama. Got 2 other solid wins. I'm probably going to play a little bit more survival today. What I usually do is on brawl days, I do all my brawls, then I go play some survival, and I burn through a lot of energy in Modern before I do it. It's kind of a heavy day of play if I can, and then I push through and I wait for my cards to come back because a lot of my cards are maxed out, so they come back a little bit quicker, and then I can get back into pushing Modern. But if you push your energy way down, like mine is, well, I didn't push mine down that much. It's kind of 27 is a bit high, so maybe I should play a little bit more Modern. It just took me so long to get the champion. I don't want to do bad and get knocked back down and stuff. Ghostly, good to see you. Good to see you. Coming back there with the high five. If you know where, because I wanted to show people this, but I haven't been able to find it. And maybe I'm just blind before I get into this, but I can't find a rich list for burned SPS anymore. I'm going through here and I just don't see it. I don't know if I'm blind. I know it's out there somewhere on some site. It just might not be on Peak Monsters or on Splinter Cards anymore because they aren't really showing them, And I wanted to kind of show how he got way up on there, and that was pretty cool before we start to do this. And obviously, I'm not going to get up that much because I only have 5,000 right now that I'm doing. But hey, 5,000 SPS, it's still something, So it's almost 5,000 pennies, right? It's a little bit to send to the gods of the Splinterlands. Push up the SPS token in price, maybe back near a penny. I don't think the market's that fickle that 5,000 SPS burn to DEC and rotated through can do it, but it'd be interesting to see if we could. Okay, so sorry, something showed up on my Twitch, but yeah, if you can find it, let me know. Yeah, thanks, Gathering. It was a pretty good day. I also just had Walking Key said he wants me on a show soon, so that'll be kind of cool because I know you were there with him. I know he's streaming a lot more, so hopefully we can work out a way to do it. Um, it'll be fun just to talk. Your show was really good. You're making some really good points, and it's going to be funny if one of these days I look back on this video and I go, "Wow, I burned 5,000 SPS just for fun." And then in the end of the show, we'll see how much SPS we burned. And it's possibly going to be quite a lot more than 5,000 that goes away. Not insanely more, but it's not going to be nothing, right? So I'm making a little table here over on the side, and I'll keep track, and then I'll bring it up at the end. So we'll do that in a little bit. Got to make these tables on the side thing a little bit bigger, otherwise when people come to look at them, they won't be able to see what we're doing. Yeah, that's right, Gathering. A lot of people think if we make it to a dime, we'll make it to $1, right? And if that is at all true, that would be kind of funny because it'd be $5,000 just thrown away. Of course, if SPS actually gets to $1, we can go look over here. I'm only holding my 5,000, right? Because I didn't want to get confused with my other little bit of liquid. But I did hit 855,000 staked here. I'm working on that goal to get to 1 million. I just haven't really done any big buys. Now that we've dipped back under a penny, maybe I'll do a buy, but I am starting to just battle more. I mean, on a day when I really haven't done my survival push, I've earned let's see, that's 5, 6, 7, a little over 700 SPS, right? 728, it's right there in my battle rewards. And if I go play some survival matches, I can probably push this up to 1,000 today. So if every couple days, because obviously with survival, you got to take some breaks if you lose cards. If you have a great day in survival, maybe you could do this back to back. You can pull these things down. I've been doing pretty good with my land and growing my land. So we'll take a look at that before we get into the burning. Hey, Plato, it's good to see you. Good to see you, sir. I'm about to give you some aura. Plato is the king of my land, so every time I've been collecting my aura, he's been getting his little bit of it. So that's pretty good for him. So we'll go into here. We'll go into our harvesting. We'll do some harvest live really quick. It's kind of a bummer that I've noticed you can't since I've switched completely into Aura, I've pretty much took away my entire chances of being able to get totems. So that's kind of a bummer. I made an epic totem the other day because I had found 5 pieces. I went ahead and bought one off the market and put it together. Threw it on one of my lands because I feel like these are going to get a really rare nowadays. So it's going to be definitely interesting to see what happens with these totem prices as more and more potions and more things come out. We know we have the revival potion huts coming to the game really soon, and we also know that we have a lot of other things coming in. We won't do the I guess I'll just leave the SPS, but we'll do a quick aura claim. Yeah, we still have a chance on the keeps. Maybe I'll go claim those too, and we'll see if we get anything. But since they switched it over, Plato, I haven't got any from the keeps. I usually claim them when they're just a couple percent full. So, oops, I didn't mean to go out of land. So I go to production, we go back to here, we'll click on our aura. We'll make our max potions. That's 322 more potions coming to me. That's not bad at all. So, I think, let's see, what are potions at right now? Let's go take a look. Market, other items. Midnight potions are 7.5 cents. So 322 times 0.075. Oh yeah, and then those are pennies. Divide that by 100. About $42 worth of potions right there. That's not too bad. It's not too bad. I have been selling a little bit of my potions, but not many because I do need these for opening my own pack. I need to go do my math and see where I was at. I knew I was going to have a couple hundred extra potions. So on the very first day, I sold some for 20 cents. I sold some for 17 cents when they were a little bit higher. And then I put up another little stack of them at like, I think 8 cents. And because I kind of know big buyers are going to come through. And when they buy these things, they're going to push past a few of these numbers, right? Now we do have some pretty deep liquidity here at 7.7 because of Freedom Fighter. So maybe maybe you could only lift like at 7.6 and jump in front of him if you wanted to sell your potions and get a little bit more than these. But it'd be pretty interesting. Yeah, I haven't gotten any. Maybe let's go see if we can get one. Let's go check my keeps. Oops, I'm in the wrong thing. Playland. Go to production. Let's see. If I go to capacity. Oh, no, wait. I didn't claim my SPS, so those ones are... Okay, so they're here. Here's my keeps. So this one's at 7% full only. But it's still pretty good, right? I mean, I'm going to get another 700 aura at 20 SPS. I'm going to get a little bit of research. I wonder where that's from. I guess it's been a while since I've claimed this. We'll go ahead and claim this one. Hey, what's going up on Bajangos? We haven't started burning yet. I'm just waiting for, it to get a little bit later. Just doing some land stuff, talking some potions. We'll get into my little burn that's kind of like just Bulldog did a great one. I wasn't there. I couldn't be there. I couldn't donate. I am a Prime sub of his, though, so that was pretty cool to know that that's where my money I gave him went to. And I'll keep giving it to him if he's going to keep doing those burns. All right, let's do another harvest. I didn't see one there. All right, no, but a little bit of aura, still nothing out of those keeps. So, but I'm not going to complain. These 38 potions are basically from what some people who don't have their keeps would have lost if they did a similar claim to me. So it's nice to have those little bit of potions coming back in. I know when I did my potion video and my math, I didn't really account for taxes, but that's because, most of my taxes go back to me. A little bit of it goes to Play-Doh. So it's okay that I didn't feel I didn't really have to count that. So we'll see where these go. It's definitely interesting. I want to know what the next potions are besides the revival, because that's the big question. Dave definitely hinted that there was at least 2 more potions that would be coming out kind of soon in our video, and I really want to know what that other potion is going to be. He just, I got to go back and listen again. He started to give something away, and then he caught himself, and we talked about so much that I just couldn't keep that fresh in my mind. It is interesting. So I never shut down resources for these, but I did shut down resources for aura, because I do feel like aura is going to be something that it's just kind of, people are sleeping on the value. People are going to want to open these packs. They're going to want to have the midnight potion, especially the people that are buying the other packs. And I mean, also the leaderboard, I feel like is still going to get a bit of a rush. We are past, but I mean, just look at this, you have that many packs purchased, 148, 655. You're talking about needing 700,000 midnight potions for everyone to have them for their packs, and that's crazy. A glint boost potion would be interesting gathering. I was wondering, that's something that's pretty interesting. You could have an energy potion, but no, I don't know if they would give that to us. They already have ways for people to buy energy. Yeah, that makes sense. Bajangles, under 8 cents I feel like is a good choice. I did say that I felt like the value and the cost of the potions with the current price back then, and I'm going to do another video on this in the next couple days. I want to see if the prices of resources has pushed the cost of making potions up, because that was one of the things that we were wondering. Were people going to need to go to the market and buy a lot of resources to start claiming all this aura, or were most people going to kind of be like me and just be able to do it? I don't know. Oh, hey, look, wait, did I get a little bit more SPS from that claim? Let me go double check. Oh no, Bajangles, you sent over 250 for me to burn. Thank you, sir. And then this 139 for my SPS staking rewards that I accidentally claimed, I guess. By claiming on my land. I guess we'll just burn that too. Oh, I see Flow. That's awesome. Our Conclave is the new set. It's not a mini set. We might not have mini sets anymore because I think they figured out a better thing to do, and that's promo cards and the special airdrop cards that they built for us, right? Because instead of selling, if you look at it, I think this is going to be the new way they're going to do this. So if we go to card collection and we go to Rebellion, first let's reset all the filters. Let's go ahead and look at Rebellion and then look at promo. So you can have these card sales for Fizbos, for the Vicar, Merit, you could do promo cards in the promo market. You could do Night Stalker. You can Rick Lotterman is pretty awesome. Delia. So you have these cards. They just drop. So they do a deal with the DAO. The DAO sends them over some of the big DEC they get from the original card sale. They design these new cards and they release them, and they're able to really target changing the meta or fixing problems in the meta with these cards, and then not have to release a full mini set and rely on sales. Instead, just release awesome cards that they get their prepaid money from the DAO from, and the DAO has a good shot of getting all that money back and more possibly if the card sells really well. So I think that's a better way of doing it. All right, Gathering, no problem. Maybe we'll do our first burn. We got our first little gift. And we're getting, past the half-hour mark almost. And I want to go ahead and get into the first burn. If anybody else sends over anything, it'll just be added into one of the other burns. Yeah, I see Flow. I like that better too. Instead of doing the those kind of ways, it's just better than trying to put together a whole mini set. All right, so we have. We'll do this. We'll do this over here. Oops. Gotta undo that. Yeah, you heard her come in? Yeah, sorry. Yeah, she can walk in if she wants to, but she's screaming about looking for one of her dolls, and I have no idea. The finger wave was more. I don't know where the doll is because she was asking where the doll was. Chaos will leave Modern on May 13th, I see. So on May 13th, it's going to look a lot different. And let me just show you. We'll do this first burn, right? Now, obviously, we get a little bit less on the burn, because I could sell this SPS for more, but this is an example of how the flywheel works when we're at or near peg. Some people will take this and they will have no problem getting a little bit less of these tokens in order to go ahead and not have to transfer tokens in and out of the system, move it over quickly, and grab a deal really quick when they're sitting on a lot of SPS. All right, so this is how much DEC we got. So we're going to put that over here. Now we need to go ahead and transfer this in game to Hive Engine. We'll do our transfer. And then we'll go talk a little bit about how this is going to change Modern. Yeah, it's possible. So if we go to play, we go to rank play. I'm just going to show you. I told you I had a tough time today, right? I played a lot of ranked modern battles. I was trying to get out of Diamond and into Champion 3. That way the next time I do a decent push, I'm trying to get from Champion 3 to Champion 2. That's a harder push because no more bonuses. But nonetheless, I got 10 days. I'll do it in the next couple of days. I'll sit down and do a push. But when you look at a lot of these teams I play, Chaos card, Chaos card, Chaos card, Chaos card, Chaos card, Chaos card, right? Not one Rebellion. Here, we do have a Rebellion Summoner, but Chaos card, Chaos, Chaos, Chaos. Chaos, 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 Chaos. As you look through a lot of your... You know, I play a lot of Chaos too. I'm not going to lie. Certain rule sets, it makes a lot of sense. But look, here's another whole team, almost a whole team of Chaos, except for this one, right? I think Ava... is Ava Chaos? I'd have to double check on her. You got a few new cards here, but, you know, Chaos Dragon is Chaos. Shinra Nova, you know, the Bright, she's going away. Just a lot of these cards are going to disappear. And see, like, you're going to have teams like this one, right? This is a classic Chaos team that beat me, and I was kind of bummed when I lost to it. But it's just, you know, the classic Kelia teams. Those are just going to be gone from Modern. You're not going to have to fly into these anymore. So those are going to be a problem, and then we're gonna do it. So, well, there shouldn't be bots in Modern, Ghostly. So if they are, hopefully the Grindor gets kicked out of Modern because he's not supposed to be botting here, right? But, you know, you'll see a lot of these teams that beat me, they're not really using that many new cards, if new cards at all. So it's gonna be an interesting play, and we'll see how this goes on. Okay, my let's go see. Did my DEC? Yes, my DEC is here. So now we're gonna do a max combo. Wow, that's interesting. Oh, I guess I had only 8 DEC. So I'm actually getting more SPS. No, a little bit less SPS than I burned, right? So we'll go ahead and swap this. Oh, okay. They're liquidity bots. That makes a lot more sense. So the liquidity bots will have to get new ghost cards. That'll be interesting. All right. Now we'll go back into the game here. We'll go to our SPS counter, and we will transfer from Hive Engine to in-game. All right. So our second burn, and this could take a while, guys. It's going to take a little while. And, you know, if anybody wants to add to the burn, you can send some tokens in. That's completely on you. They'll just end up getting burned, but we're doing that right now. Oh, okay. Well, Ink, 2,000 more. You'll send it to me later because I'm at work. Okay. So let me do something here. Pulls. Swap. Okay, so we need to get an extra 2,000 SPS. Okay, I know how I can do that. We'll do something really quick. We will log in my alt account, who's currently holding my SPS, and we will transfer. Steve, 2,000 SPS. And then we'll put that into it, Ink. Thank you very much for that. All right, let me check something here. Activity. Oh yeah, I was unstaking because I don't use my bots and counts anymore because I play in survival a lot. All right, so our second burn, our new burn here is actually going to be. So we're going to go up in our burns. Thank you, thank you. We'll update my little tracking sheet that I am doing, and we will do our burn. Yeah, yeah. You know, I need to play more tournaments for sure. So I'll need to do it there. Okay, Ink. Yeah, it would just be the Stever82 account, Ink, if you're going to do it later. Steve R82. But I'll also reach out to you on Discord after the video's over. All right. Now, I just want to go to activity to make sure I get the exact right amount of DEC. And then we will transfer it from in-game to Hive Engine. Transfer. Yeah, that's for sure. I haven't been playing the tournaments, so that's been kind of a bummer. I know it's something that people have been saying I need to get back into doing, um, especially because they have the Rebellion only tournaments. It's just going to be interesting to see how soon we can do that, you know? All right, we'll do a refresh here. We got our DEC, the magic of Hive. Things move around pretty darn quick. We'll do a swap here. And I will admit, I believe that somebody, and I'm going to look into it if I do another one of these burning videos. There's a tool I heard that somebody did make, and Bulldog had asked them about having this tool to make it so somebody could do this a little bit quicker if they wanted to. If basically they want to donate some SPS to the gods and just burn it away to try to push the price up a little bit and make it so if they wanted to, they could buy some DEC after for cheaper, that we could do this. So we'll transfer from Hive Engine to in-game. Okay, so we're going to be at a lower amount for this burn. Ah, a CA tournament coming this week. That's going to be very interesting. Yeah, it's one of the things that's kind of crazy, Deuce. If the rewards go up a lot, one of the things that's going to be so interesting about those rewards going up so much is that we get this chance to have the people who really have made the biggest investment into the game, the ones who are getting the bulk amount of the tokens. And a lot of us will hold them, and we have no problem renting that SPS out in the future, making kind of passive returns on it because we're believers in the game. And that's what really, I think, will push this up and away in the future. Is the right people getting big batches of it, and those people coming in, but really having everything work really simply so they can come through and they can get their SPS rented to them, and it keeps pushing things very, very strong. Yeah, yeah. The testers kind of knew what were strong, and I got to test a little bit. I probably should be testing a little bit more in the next few days if it's still available. I kind of messed up and got too busy with life, and that's why this video is a day late. But hey, it happens. So we'll go over here. We'll look at our activity tab again. All right. Then we'll go back here. We'll transfer in game to Hive Engine. Wow, Deuce. Yeah, but you're a really good player. Rooney has been made green, I see, Flow, so Rooney will never leave Modern. They have, I forgot how they named it, but it was like, There was some turn. It was like green forever, always modern, as another thing for Roonies. And then for Lux, yes, Lux is moving out, unfortunately. All right, let's go ahead and do this swap. And one of the things that this one's going to be interesting to show you guys is how kind of a kind of meager, for at least a bigger player, 5,000 and almost 400 SPS with a 2,000 from ink, how many times we're going to have to do this to burn this to nothing. It's going to take longer than most of us think it's going to take. So we'll go ahead and we've got our SPS from Hive Engine. Oh wait, we have to go back here. From Hive Engine in game max. Evergreen. See, ain't got the word. I knew somebody would have it. I was like, it was something green, but I couldn't remember what they did. But that was a very cool update for sure. All right. So not too bad this time. As the prices are fluctuating in the background, we're going to have different amounts lost on each one of these cycles that we do. If somebody comes in and happens to buy a decent amount of DEC after I do a burn, in the process of me transferring it over, it is possible that we could see, us lose a little bit less. All right, go back here. Definitely, they need to make this a little bit easier to do in the future, and we'll be able to use that cool tool that I think does it over and over and over and over and over again for you, without you having to be doing it, because this is going to take a bit. But we're doing okay. Let's see how quick we can get this over. Yeah, well, if you don't have enough SPS, it got under a penny deuce. It was time to go get some more. I have to admit, if there was something in the game that I desperately needed SPS for, I'd be buying more. But since there isn't a lot you need after about 600k for the different things that you do in the game, I'm kind of okay with my 855 stake, and just winning more to make my way to 1,000,000. Now, I know as a supporter of the project and stuff, sure, I should be buying more of the token, but I end up putting more of my disposable funds into cards. Because I want to be a player and I want to be able to do the game. All right, let's do our swap and get some more SPS. And we are, it's kind of funny. I was giving people some time to do this. And now I realized, man, I really should have started doing this like almost immediately, because it's going to take us a little bit to get through this. All right, let's move this one right next to it. I wonder how much SPS I'm going to take out of the SPS pool in total. It's going to be definitely interesting. Let's go ahead and do the next convert. I have no idea. I'm not even looking at if I'm affecting the price I see. Of course, I'm doing this on something that's probably going to, if one of you are paying super close attention, you could be making an arbitrage if you moved it from BNB, where there's another pool of this, right? But I don't know exactly how much I'm going to end up pushing this. It's kind of one of those funny things that you guys can all basically front run me if you wanted to. Pretty bad. That one was surprising though. We got 63 DEC, 63,000 when we only got 65,000 the time before. So I wonder if are we moving the token at all? Let's see. SPS was 9.7. No, it actually went down a little bit while I'm doing this, but DEC did go up a tiny bit. It looks like. Okay. Where were we at? We need to go over here and do a refresh, and then hit max, and then do a swap. You sure, Icy Flow, a big enough person with enough SPS could just do what I'm doing and keep swapping and keep burning until it reached 2 cents. They could. Now, how much would they affect the price of DEC in that same time? I don't know. I think a lot of people are looking for cheap DEC, so I don't know if they would really move it that much. But this is what SPS is designed to do when it's close to peg. I mean, you're seeing I'm able to just do this over and over and over again. And it's quite interesting. I haven't heard yet if Gladiator cards are going to make it or not. So that's something I got to figure out. If anybody else has a confirmed answer on that, let us know. I don't feel like Gladiators are coming out of Modern until a new set of Gladiators come out. And so if a new set of Gladiators has not come out, then I don't think you're actually in a situation where you're gonna get to see the other ones. Oh yeah, only for the rule set, right? Because the summoners are going away. The summoners that let you use them only time. So yeah, they'll be allowed in the rule set, and I don't think they've talked about a new set of them yet. No, I'm on this tab. All right, refresh. Max. I wonder if somebody decided to. Yeah, Icy Flow, that's correct. There will be no rule. No, you got it. I think I already said it, and there's our little delay here, but there we go. And go here, go transfer, go Hive Engine. We're going to go a little quicker here. If I can. I didn't watch Bulldog do this. I had no clue how hard it is to truly burn it to dust. That's kind of funny. Oh, I do. Oh, for each page. I see what you're saying. Maybe I can do that. Well, apparently I left a little bit of SPS behind last time. I'll start working on that. You're right, Icy Flow. I think that would be a better way to arrange this. There we go. So there's our Swiss. So instead of, so I should do, can you do that anymore? Okay, I'm gonna have to just do it the long way. So go to splinterlands.com, go to here. Okay, this one will be the transfer tab from Hive Engine to in-game max. Right, then go to Splinterlands, go to SPS, go to convert, and this will be the convert tab. Will this work on multiple tabs though? Because this isn't showing that I have any SPS. This one is. That doesn't seem to be working how I wanted it to. Okay, after this burn, we're finally going to be dipping down into the 5,000s, it looks like. Yeah. Ink, I need, let's see, we need copyright free music though, right? I know Bulldog had some good burning stuff, so I should be able to start something now. Let's find something. All right.
The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust.
All right. Let's see here.
We'll go through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays, and on we'll go through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go.
All right, I'm gonna turn that down a little bit in my ear. Is it at a okay level for you guys? Okay, and what do you think of the music? Is it? I have no idea. It's something free that I found that I could play without hopefully getting a copyright claim against the channel. Did it move? Nope. We're getting a little bit of lag here, guys. Let's try that again. I might have not confirmed. Maybe that's why it just spun. There we go. Now it's sent. little louder. Got you.
And we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands. And we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go.
This is going to be an awful interesting thing to get through here, guys. Let me just copy it out of here. That'll be quicker. We're just burning it all away. I thought I already did that. Let's try it again. Man, Bulldog did this with hundreds of thousands. How did he even get through it, guys? Did anybody watch that whole stream? I was watching a little bit of it today, but that was just, you know, to prep for mine, just to see his numbers and a little bit of how he did it. And I was like, wow. Let me go check on X. My notifications. Somebody told me there was a quicker way to do this. And now that we've been showing you the long way of doing it, maybe I should be showing you this automated tool. I think you knew about it, Gold Matters, but he's not here right now. So Schultz, EOBurns.com. Let's see if we can find this. Well, maybe if he shows up, we'll get to him. Let's see. Let me do a little refresh. Did my SPS come in? It's not coming in. Transfer. Hive engine to anything. Transfer my SPS, please. Never would have ended. Yeah, I think somebody said there's a tool to do this a little bit quicker, but I don't know where it is. Gold Matter shared the tweet with me, but it's not super clear where that tool is because there was no link. Oh, SPS came in this time. No, I already did my brawl, guys. I wonder, he probably stopped. Yeah, I couldn't even imagine. I didn't think I'd be getting into this for like 2 hours, but it's possible, right? We'll see what happens. Yeah, Deuce, we're gonna count how much DEC inflation I'm creating. But when isn't a good time to create some DEC inflation in most people's opinion? Even if I'm wrong, I think it's when a pack sale is going on, because now every single one of you that wants to buy DEC to get more packs in the pre-sale are getting it cheaper because I'm doing this. That was interesting. 54, 623. Yeah. Did somebody send over some SPS and I missed it maybe? Oh, no. Hive Engine is not sending it over as quickly as I would want. Oh no. Oh no, don't start me back over. That's gonna be funny, People's Guild. Hive Engine is slowing me down. It doesn't want to send the tokens to me. So we'll have to see how quickly it sends it over. Here, while we wait, I was going to do this on stream, so I'll just go ahead and do it really quick. I got 20 Gladius cases. Let's open them up, and then we'll see if I can transfer those tokens out of Hive Engine. Alright, got some witches. Oh, we got a gold Hugo. Hugo's actually a really good card people sleep on. Marisol. It's kind of interesting. I'm finally starting to max some of these cards out. There's a gold Alfredo. Oh, 3 Quoras. I'm working on that last level for Quora. Oh, come on, one that's not maxed. Oh, my Titania's. She's already maxed. I'm still using those Bloodstones because I need some of the legendaries, but I'm not. Lately I have not been getting the right one. Worth. Oh, come on. One I need. Nope. Don't need that one either. So what do you guys think? Well, let's go ahead and try to transfer this SPS again. High chain to in-game. Yeah, I mean, I don't think me by my little self, I'm gonna mess with the prices all that much of either of these. I mean, technically DEC has gone up and SPS has stayed the same while I'm doing this, so I think people are just buying it. Banana, sorry that hurt your soul a little. All right, we finally got it transferred in. Okay, let's do another burn. Wait till you see how much SPS I burn at the end of this, Bananas. I think we're all going to be a little sad. Oh, I forgot to copy the how much DEC I got. I mean, I guess the one good thing about getting to Tanya's, I was going to ask you guys, what do you think? Do you burn them for merits if you get extra legendaries, or do you keep them? Because I have 3 extra copies of her now, 2 of her. I need more of this one and the dragon. So I need the life, the earth, and the dragon summoner. I need a lot of the life one. I still need 5 more copies. I'm feeling like burn him because nobody likes him. Or the rest, do you keep them for an extra copy? I don't know. Let's see what happens. All right. Oh my gosh, who sent me 5,000? Who did that? Bananas, was it you? Was it you? I'll go check in a second here. That's ridiculous. I'm gonna need to go get my water, guys. I might have to do a part 2 of this video. Oh, it's Blaze. Blaze coming in with a 5,000. So he matched me, and 2,000 from Ink and a little bit from Bojangles pushed it to more than I said I would burn away in this video. So now we're starting all over, guys. We were finally pushing our way down, and clearly there are some people out there that want some more cheap SPS. I mean DEC. As we are now back over 10,000 for the burning. Yeah, I'm supposed to go get dinner to the family. Gosh, I didn't know this would take so long. It's pretty hilarious. I'm gonna go until somebody comes in here and complains. What? I don't have 0. Silly game. Oh, maybe I was in the wrong area. I bet you. Yeah, see, I'm so silly. In game 2, Hive Engine. Jeez. Yeah, I don't have any on Hive Engine. That's correct. I wonder if I am creating some arbitrage opportunities. Is the SPS price? Let's see on tribal decks if we've pushed SPS up here. No, see 9.6 still here. Huh. All right. You know, doing 10,000 burns is wild. I couldn't even imagine he was doing 100,000 burns. Like, to watch that happen had to have been incredible. I have to go here really quick. I forgot to put this number in my sheet. Alright, let's go do another burn. Look, it says it's still on Hive Engine, but it's already been burned. That's kind of funny. We're doing this faster than the game can keep up with. So. Oops, I copied that number. I need this number. Into the night, I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. Alright, our tokens got sent over to tribal decks. We just gotta wait for this to update and we'll do our next buy. There we are. Oh wow, that would be interesting, Gathering. Thank you. I didn't post it there. I posted it on mine. I meant to maybe put it there, but who knows? Who knows? If people want to make me do this for a lot longer, it might just be a quick break to go get dinner, and then do a part 2 stream soon. Okay. Go here. Go to transfer. From Hive Engine Max. Oh no, see that, is that the problem? Is it not updated? It shouldn't be at 10,000. So that transaction's not going to go through. There, that's the right number. I need to refresh the page. Hey, Tony. Thanks for coming in. If you guys want to see a quick little thing of all the burns. Oops. Been tracking them. This is what we've got through so far. So this was my first burn. Then we got a 2,000 donation from Ink, so it went up. Then we were burning. We finally were in the 5,000s again after the dono, and then we got another dono to push us back up into 10,000s. So now we're starting again. The next burn is going to be 9,701. We're going to keep going. And eventually I'll share this sheet out to the world.
I wish I found some better sounds no one's ever heard. I wish I had a better voice that sang some better words. I wish I found some chords in an order that is new. I wish I didn't have to rhyme every time I sang. I was told when I get older,
I want to copy that before I do the burn.
And I care what people think. Name's blurry face and I care what you think. My name's
I'm not sure I believe that this is copyright-free music, because isn't this an actual song? Maybe I'm just getting tricked. Oh well. Yeah, if we get copyrighted claim on the video, I'll just remove monetization from it. It's not a big deal. YouTube doesn't pay me much for these anyways.
Sometimes a certain smell will take me back to when I was young. How come I'm never able to identify where it's coming from? I'd make a candle out of it if I ever found it. Try to sell it, never sell out of it.
Hey, Defez, good to see you, man.
My brother, 'cause we have the same nose, same clothes, homegrown, a stone's throw from a creek we used to roam. But it would remind us of when nothing really mattered. Out of student loans and treehouse homes, we all would take the ladder. My name's Blurry Face and I care what you think.
All right, buying that SPS up.
Blurry Face and I care what you think. Wish we could turn back time.
I'll have to give Gold Matters a little brief if he doesn't show, but I messed up the day I was doing it, so I'd be like, dude, do you know how many buttons I had to press because of you? It's kind of funny. Okay, so we gotta go here, transfer. This will be our next burn number. See, how much DEC have I made so far, guys? Any guesses?
Wish we could turn back time to the good old days when the mama sang us to sleep, but now wish to stop.
Alright.
Wish we could turn back time to the good old days when the mama sang us to sleep.
We just created a little bit more than 1 million DEC now. And shout out to Agrod for Tribal Decks letting us move these tokens around for free, letting us do this with a lot more price impact. If I had to do this by going out to Binance Smart Chain and back and forth, there'd be fees in between those, so we wouldn't get to do it as easily. Do you think if people knew that their SPS was going to get burned to nothing, they'd have it in the liquidity pool right now? I don't know. It's kind of an interesting thought. Nope. Hold on. That's the old number. There we go. All right, got another burn successful. Should be transferring over to Hive Engine, another 87,000. DEC. And then go here. Let's do a quick refresh, see if our tokens are here yet. Nope, gotta wait just a moment longer. Also, shout out to Tribal Decks, not for flagging people who are doing this. Could you imagine on a regular exchange if you tried to do order after order after order and they'd be like, what is going on? Imagine if you could do, if rich guys could do this in the stock market. Just burn stocks away. When you say Magic is posting history, is he like hosting histories of the birds? Hey, Merlin's Matrix, good to see you. Good to see you. We are slowly fighting our way through burning away DEC. It is not an easy process to get even 5,000 and then 10,000, 12, and we got up to 12,500 from the donos. Burns into nothing. It is extremely difficult to do. Bulldog mentioned that, you know, if we want to do this, it would be cool if there was a tool that did it for us. I think there might even be a tool in existence. Gold Matters mentioned maybe, but it's not a lot of publicity on it. So I don't think we're as positive that it is out there. We have created over 1 million DEC. Let's see how much SPS has been burned so far. The count I have is 126,000. That's not bad, right? 12,000 has turned into over 126,000 gone from the market, never to return. Do. There we go. It's in game now. I'm making that goblin work today, guys. I'm making him work. Doing another buy here shortly. Get your let's see while that goes, we'll do a check on the market. we haven't really seen what I'm doing affecting the market yet. Okay, we finally saw a little bit of a dip in the price of DEC, but it's still higher than when I started the video. And we've pushed, this is now pushed back up to 9.7. It was down to 9.6. Was that us? I don't know. Maybe. We're not doing the biggest buys in the world, right? Did we break it? Did we break it? No. All right, we got that done. Let's go here. We need to transfer that into the game. Put this on the burn sheet. Oh no, wait. I didn't transfer it yet. Alright. It's going to be interesting to see exactly how much we get rid of. Oh yeah, and thanks Hank. You know, some likes on the video would be nice. Let's see here. All right. Where were we? I think we need to transfer in. Is that right? No, that's not right. Let's do a refresh. That's too high. That was last transfer number. There's the correct one. And guys, I'm not doing this just because I need a lot more DEC for land, and Ink needs a lot more DEC for land. That's not why, right, Ink? Oops, did I give away the secret? And I also maybe want some more packs, you know. How many of you watching are done with pre-sale buying? And how many of you have maybe decided, you know, you're going to bring some more money in, or you're going to find a way to get a little bit more? I'm so bad. I did my pre-sale buy. I had like $500 worth of DEC left, and I said, I'm going to save some for after, near the end of the pre-sale. And I spent like $315 on cards on the market and getting more land plots active. Hey, Bolts, good to see you. Good to see you. You're coming in for SPS burn number 22. No, 21 actually. 21. Why didn't that one? Oh, I know why. So we got gatherings waiting to the last day or two, going for 70 standard and 10 alchemy, half for me, half for my wife. Yeah, that's I heard that on the other video that's what you're gonna do. I just didn't know you were doing it on the last day. Are you gonna have a little extra funds? Maybe. If that what if you're like one or two place from a different title gathering? Will you go sell some blood really quick and get a little more? Merlin's waiting to buy more packs. So he's waiting. I think a lot of people are waiting this time around because there's not that same need to do it right away. Right. I know this is usually a big deal when someone burns some SPS, but we've been doing it so much that there goes 7,000 less SPS for the world, guys. Druid Blood, I'm not sure I totally get. The market moves me, I play. Maybe you meant you buy if the market moves. I know a lot of people wanted SPS to go higher to be able to burn it and then get more packs, I believe. I believe that's a part of the problem maybe for us and why we haven't sold as many yet, is that some people wanted more. No wait, not Ethereum. That would have been a bad mistake. Oh, okay, Bolts is going to play the rental market. He's hoping some people will have some extra cards for him. There's a possibility of that happening for sure. Ghostly is waiting. He wants an SPS pump like I was talking about. I'm working on it right now, Ghostly. I'm trying desperately to pump your SPS bag so that he can get into it. Hey, Rift Summoner, what's up? What's up? Good to see you. We're just burning SPS and chatting and talking, listening to some music. Gathering says any donations towards him will go towards packs. Otherwise, I don't have much money for packs right now. Yeah, guys, he does a lot of videos for us. Maybe we should all make sure we upvote his posts, and then he'll have a little bit more money. Who knows? Yeah. People want SPS to go up enough. Talk a couple more whales into doing this, right? That's all you got to do. Because, in theory, this makes your SPS worth more, your DEC worth less, and you can go do this the smart way and sell SPS for DEC in the liquidity pool. And you get more DEC for that SPS, right? Because two ways that you could get more for your SPS is if DEC goes down. You know? Oh, I messed that one up a little bit. Forgot to copy how much DEC I was getting. There we go. Yeah, Banana. There's definitely that too many people might be waiting for the same thing. That's for sure. Oh, look at that. It says that there'll be some cards delegated to you. That's pretty cool. Bolts to say that for him. Oh, you know what I just realized? I'm such a dummy, guys. I forgot to set it up so I could throw your messages up on the screen. I'm sitting here pulling up people's messages, and I forgot to do the little change in my settings. So, we'll pull that back up. We'll pull Bananas back up on screen. We'll pull Ghostly back up on screen. Merlin's Matrix is in the house. So is Gathering. Bolts and Ink's been around. He wants you all to smash the like and whatnot. Who else did we mix? Deuce was hanging out. Icy Flow was here for a while. We got My Name coming in with some questions for us. Bootops was here, and I totally missed that Bootop, sorry. But Jangles was hanging out for a little bit. This is a long stream, that's for sure. Early on, we had Plato, the king of my land, hanging out with us. So, oh, that's so cool to know. Okay, let's do our SPS buy. Here. Let's see, let's double check. Yeah, that looks like the right number. There we go. It's never too late to change your love. So don't let them steal your life. You're right. We need that script, right? But Jangles, you probably just checked back in and we're like, dang, he's still going? Yeah, it would be kind of interesting if you could just get it. And it would make sense like to do this maybe 5 10s in a row. And then you could, you know, after doing it 5 times in a row, you could just say, okay, now let me do the automated tool. I don't think they necessarily knew right away that people would want to do this. It's definitely, you know, it's literally giving away possibly thousands of dollars if this token goes to thousands of dollars. But there are those of us that have huge bags that can do this, and they can seriously affect the amount of tokens in the game with a smaller amount of tokens. This is one of the things the flywheel can represent if a lot of people were doing this instead of just me. And I don't mean a lot of people doing it over and over again, just if a lot of people burned a decent amount. So because let's see, when we do the next burn, we're gonna have burned 179,833 SPS, and then I'll update you guys on the DEC that we will have created in just a moment. All right, and we are up to 1,730,000 DEC created. Yeah, hopefully your breakfast is good, sir. But that's wild to think that I've created 2 million tokens almost, and I will before this is over when it comes to DEC, and that we've already removed almost 200,000 SPS from the ecosystem. So Cheers, but I agree. I hope he didn't burn his breakfast either as a way of contributing to this. I had oatmeal and blueberries, not today, but the other, I think on Friday I did that. Today I did fried eggs on toast. Not super healthy, but yummy. Okay. Where was I? I just... So we got a transfer now. Yeah, we can give Cryptomancer a shout out. Land has been pretty awesome now that we can make potions there. It's definitely better for us. In-game Hive engine. Yeah, I see. It's kind of funny doing so many transfers. You don't want to like mess up on one of them and transfer them somewhere you didn't mean to. Anybody find that rich list for SPS burns? I don't know if I've done enough to get onto it yet because I don't know what the rich list of SPS burns is at. But it'd be something kind of interesting to see. I think somebody was going to look for it earlier, but they'd have to send it to me on Discord, huh? Because YouTube isn't going to let you drop a link. Let me go check my Discord to see if anybody dropped anything there. Nope. Let's see here. Burn, 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 baby, burn. Hold on, I forgot to put that number there. Yeah, I know. I'll do it this time. Ooh. Oops. This next buy was only 60,000. We're gonna maybe be in the 5,000s for SPS soon. I think we'll do one more burn in the 6,000s. We were at 6,313 that last burn. I think we're going to be about 6,100 maybe on this burn. Oh, 6,057, so even a little bit less. We need this to say 6,057. There we go. I think that's why I was getting failed transactions earlier. This means before Blaze came in and hit me with 5,000, we would have been at just about done right now. But I've almost burned away everything that was donated. Almost. A couple more burns. Now the next buy, since we'll only be buying with 58, will definitely be under. Oh, nice gathering. Good job. Go ahead and share that with anyone who's watching. Druid's Blood says, what game is being built that players own through the DAO? I think we tried that once before, but that game didn't do too good. It was the Soul Keep, right? We tried Soul Keep, and that didn't work out too good for us and stuff. But what game are you talking about, Druid's Blood, that I'm not aware of? Because that's interesting. Oh, that's interesting. Did our pool run out of SPS? No, we were just getting a little... Vijay goes, I don't know if I want someone to do that. I don't know if I want someone to do that. I definitely will have to make a part 2 if this bounces back up 5,000 more. Alright, we're doing our first burn in the 5,800s. This is going to be burn 28 we're coming up on. You know, I've heard steak and eggs is like the crazy one for breakfast, but I mean, sometimes you don't want steak. It's a little heavy. I think what he means by breakfast of champions there on the blueberries and oatmeal is that you're eating things that are healthy for you and keep you full and are cheap. That's my current opinion of that statement. Chicken, I also don't think I do chicken much in the morning, though I do a lot of turkey sausage because my wife likes that, and it's, yeah. Okay, yeah. We got a transfer of this. No, not activity transfer. Just so we know, guys, remember, tell Aftersound he's next. He's got to do one of these. He can play his music in the background of his own music because he owns it, you know. Oh my god, bananas. He doesn't eat chicken, he's a beef vegan. Ah, Mondroid, good to see you here. Mondroid's on the oats thing too. Yeah, you know, I'm trying to get more into the oats. I bought those like overnight oats that they sell, like the bags of them, and I ate them for like a couple weeks. They weren't too bad, but they were kind of expensive, so I figured I could do it on my own, and then I got lazy and never figured out how to do it on my own. So... Ah, okay. You got the protein powder in there too. Alright, more SPS disappearing from the world, guys. The numbers are getting a little smaller, though. The numbers are getting a little smaller. The funny part about this too, for sure, is if Bulldog just would have been able to do his video at a time I could have watched, I would have just donated to his. But instead, I got inspired to do my own. Yeah, you just need to get some like regular oatmeal, right? And then you soak them in milk or water, depending on what you like in your oatmeal, overnight, and then you can throw whatever fruit you want in there, some brown sugar probably, if you like it a little bit sweet, protein powder. It fixes that problem, I'd imagine, of not being as full because you get the protein then, right? Because he was saying you don't get it when you eat oatmeal, but you do. Ah, there we go, guys. Mondroid's breaking it down for you. Yeah, I actually have some peanut butter powder. I don't have some plain oats, though, or chia seeds, Mondroid, but I might be going shopping, so. Yeah, Druid's Blood, I agree. I should be doing my own because it is better. Okay. But you guys, you know, as I'm getting kind of hungry for dinner here, you guys are... Oh, I think we finally are past the donated SPS, guys. Hey, Crystal. Good to see you for joining right now. I'll give some quick updates here as we're going into the next burns. I started with the very first burn of my own at 5,389. Then donations started rolling in. And now we are back down to 5,300. So, and 35. Let's go Hive Engine. Yeah, Merlin. I'll stop here in a little bit as we get to about 6 o'clock. I'll see how much further I can get through this, and then I'll just do another video later tonight or tomorrow doing the rest of the burning, because this is taking a lot longer than I think. I knew it was going to take, and I now know if I watch more Bulldog stream, I would have realized that this can take a lot longer to get through. But I feel good that I got through all the SPS that was donated, and then I just have to get through the 5,000 that I said I would burn. It's kind of interesting. You know, what I could do, but I'd have to do the math on this to do it a little bit quicker. You lose more when you do a bigger burn. So I could be doing like a bigger SPS burn, saying that I was going to burn until my overall bag went down by 5,000. That would then in turn happen a little bit quicker. So I'll know that if I decide to do this again. But for now, we need to go do a burn. Okay, so yeah, 30 burns has netted us. We are now over 2 million DEC, 2,070,000, and we have burned 215,000 SPS. Jeff Opens Cards wants me to push it to 250K. We might get there, right? We're doing around still 5,000 per burn, so it's possible. It's going to be in the 4,000 soon, though. So we'll see what happens. Hi, Hand. I guess you can come in now since we're just burning SPS. And I know we're going to stop soon so I can go get dinner for us all. Mm-hmm. Oh, we're going to do that later tonight probably. I forgot about it. Okay. Empty them all out. Mm-hmm. Forgot we're making our own gummy bears for the first time. I bought some gelatin powder, and I forgot I'm supposed to be doing that today. But instead, I've been sitting here burning for quite a long time. So we're gonna do a few more for sure. We have to do a transfer. Enjoyed the movie, sir. Enjoyed the movie, Matt Gathering. Okay, let's go over here. All right.
Open eye, feel the waves cut
Yeah, Clove is a pretty amazing person. She's definitely one of the people that got me bigger into this game. So anybody that doesn't know what we're doing here is we're trying to burn some SPS to nothing. That's to show you. Oh, I don't know. I don't think that's going to work. That, you know, the flywheel works in this particular way. It does it when there's extra liquid SPS prices over, or that we need more liquidity for DEC. I didn't hit the confirm over here, so this time it should go through. And that because of this little loophole that's built in the system, when you have a decent price like we have right now, where DEC is still sitting here at 0.98 even after everything that I've done. Well, okay, we're at 9.7 now. And you can burn a whole bunch of this to make a whole bunch of this as long as there's a lot of demand for this. And you can just repeat the process over and over and over and over and over again. And that's what I'm doing. And a small amount of token is able to make a big impact into how many tokens exist in this system. Because as you can see here, I'm burning 4,000 tokens, 5,000 tokens, getting some DEC, buying more tokens, burning them, doing that, and I've been doing that since I've had my overall bankroll has been a little bit over 13,000 tokens. That's actually a decent number, I think, for some people. For the bigger accounts in the game, though, it's not really that much. And then that little bankroll of 13,000 SPS has already burned 225,000 SPS now. So as soon as this DEC shows up over here, bam, there's another stack of SPS we're taking away from everyone else. No one else can have this SPS because it's going to disappear. Alright, let's transfer. In. Waiting for that to show up. There it is. And we just repeat the process over and over again. Now, obviously, as you get much smaller numbers, you're going to get diminishing returns on how much you're affecting the system. And just in general, depending on the spread between the two tokens, the bigger the spread, the faster you're going to lose ground here. And obviously, this isn't a way to make money, guys. This is just a gift to the rest of the community, in theory, or you could say a punishment. Some people might not even like that I'm doing this. Some people might think, SPS is a token that's only 3 billion. If we end up with 40, 50,000 people playing this game, there might not be enough SPS in the system, and you're just burning it away for fun, for for clicks. But yeah, that's what we're doing. I don't think most of the community feels that way, if any, because I'm not hearing a lot of stop, don't do that, why are you doing that? I actually think most people support the idea of right now limiting our token supply down a little bit. Alright, we're doing another burn here. Another transfer here. Yeah, Play-Doh, I'm still doing it so far. Jeff told me this, and so I think that's what I'm trying to get to. I'm trying to get to 250k gone. I'll still owe you guys some burns, but it'll be time to stop because we've been going for a while. And because I got through everything that was donated. Hey Dwayne, good to see you. Good to see you. So I started at 5,000, about 5,400 of my own, Dwayne. We got Ain't gave 2,000. We got Blaze giving us another 5,000. We had Bojangles gave me like 250 or something like that. So you know, we go that. Yeah. And in case is right, if DEC was a little bit bigger, we could cycle a little bit more. But I mean, this is a time to do it, right? If you're somebody who is going to do something like this, if you're somebody who wanted to shrink the SPS pool, if you didn't want as much in the system, you want to do it when you're close to peg, because you're never going to be able to do this a lot when you're at peg or over peg, because the bots are always going to knock it down, take that profit. They're not going to let you do that. But you know, you've had now me and a few people band together, and we're going to burn 250,000 SPS out of the marketplace. And you had Bulldog band together with some other people and burn away millions of SPS out of the ecosystem. So it's something that can be done when there's demand for DEC. You can do this at pretty large amounts. So it's just something you have to remember. The one thing that is allowing us to do this right now is even though I'm creating a couple million DEC, most of this DEC that I'm creating is probably just going to be ending up in the pocket of the DAO, because some of the people who are holding off on the pre-sale are just going to go ahead and push this and buy all of these extra DECs I'm putting into the marketplace. You know what, Dwayne? I don't know if the fee went down. I heard about that proposal. It did pass, but we haven't had a maintenance window, so I don't know if that's something that they could have pushed out, possibly. Wasn't too worried about a fee on making this disappear, but I guess you're right. After the fee, you could have made more disappear if it lowers. Okay, Keegs, good. They did change it last time. Now I don't have to feel bad. I don't have to feel like I could have got rid of a little bit more. And that makes sense that Bulldog delayed his, and I'm glad he did, because the only reason I'm doing this, big shout out again to Bulldog. He did it first. I'm a copycat a little bit, but I think this is an idea that he wouldn't mind other people copycatting. Same as me. Oh yeah, okay, good, good. We got another person confirming he thinks it's been confirmed. No, that's not right. We're not at 4,000 anymore. Update. Spawnerlands. There we go. This burn get us past 250,000? This burn's getting us to 246.
It's so dark out here in space. And it's been so long since I've seen a face. My eyes are shut, but I can see the void between you and me. And I feel like I'm going insane. Help me. Is anybody there? Save me. I'm running out of air. Calling out Mayday. Calling out Mayday.
Ooh, this will be the one that gets us powdered out there. So Jeff's opened his cards, challenged me. Make sure to stick around till we got to 250,000 burned, and this burn is going to put us at 250,000 burns. What do you guys think? A 250,000 SPS just disappeared because of different people who were willing to do this. We got through a bit of my 5,000 I said I would do. I got through of all 5,000 plays gave me. I got through the 2,000 inks that he would give us. I also got through an extra 250, I think, from you, Bajangles. So overall, I think it was a pretty successful thing. We can do one more, maybe, just because why not? Oh, the music that I'm playing right now, I found on a YouTube royalty free, but if they're lying to me, Dwayne, then I might get claimed on this video. But one of the things that sometimes is funny when you get a music claim, instead of telling you to take your video down, they just say that you have to share the money you make on it. And look, I wish Splinterland's YouTube video people were making a lot of money, but we're not yet. We're not getting thousands and thousands of views per video at this point, so it's worth the risk to, give people something to listen to while I'm basically doing a lot of repetitive button pressing. It gets a little boring watching this, I'd imagine. Unless you really, really get excited when SPS gets burned. But I think what happened is I was listening to these guys, right? No copyrighted songs. But I think what happened is they threw some regular movie into this mix that YouTube did. So, I'm going to end up getting claimed. But that's not a big deal.
searching for a longer day. People feeling like the light has just come. We must never stop the way. Yeah. Birds chirping and I hear my name, grasping into a life. Life is happy but it's so insane. We must merely make a strive. Savannah, I'm coming.
Let's see. Steve buying midnight potions. I think we will make 400,000, but need 750,000 so far. Yeah, I went over that a little bit. Crazy. And you're right. It's never, the SPS is that we're burning away. It's never coming back. Right? That's the crazy thing. And you know one of the more crazy things about this? When I saw the impact that 10,000 SPS could make, Dwayne, it's like, I wonder, 10,000 SPS isn't that much money, and I can remove more than 250,000 SPS from the world right now due to how much people want cheap DEC. So when you're talking about this, I mean, I don't know, guys. I mean, it's kind of an interesting thing, isn't it? And the funny thing too is, like, if I started with like 12 or 13,000 of my own, man, and I decided to do this, I could have just stopped now and still made 33,000 DEC and be like, okay, so I was gonna get 100,000 DEC, but instead I made 33,000 DEC, but I deleted current count 254,000 SPS, right? And I could just have like a little bit more DEC in my wallet. Now, obviously, when you're doing this for a video, you're doing this to kind of support people in the ecosystem, and just kind of show an example of some stuff that can go on. What will be really crazy is if people like Bulldog, he does say that, hey, all of my subscription money I make from Twitch, I will put into burning SPS every single month. That's a very interesting thing. And we have these mechanics in here so people can say that they'll do this. Like, I could just do, as silly as it seems, I could do one post on Hive saying, hey guys, upvote this post. My entire payout that I get from this, I will buy SPS and then do a burn cycle with it. And I wonder how many people might give me a vote to do that. And it would be kind of an interesting thing. Hey, Bulldog, you came in. I'm glad you're here. But I'm wrapping this up because I've been going for a while, and I've got past most of my goals on this. We're past 250,000 burned, which for me, starting with a smaller amount, was pretty good. I think we did have a couple of little donations come in that pushed this up higher than what I thought I was going to be able to do. No. I gotta take a break, Bojangles. I gotta go do some stuff with the fam. But since I still have a little over 3,000 to do, we can definitely do a part 2 of this. I just don't know exactly when we'll be doing it. But I have my spreadsheet. I do know what I need to do to get through this much DEC, this much SPS, and make it disappear. And so I will make sure 5,000 gets burnt away, and the receipts will show. Because the blockchain doesn't lie, but let's see. Transfer. Oops, I copied the wrong number there. Transfer. Yeah, that's very interesting, Jeff. If retaining 98% per loop, it would take less than 7 million SPS looped into burn for that and reduce the slide before 25 billion. It's one of those kind of crazy things here. The total supply of SPS is 3 billion, Dwayne. But it's lower now. Yeah, because we're at over 170 million burned. Yeah, it's one of the interesting things in here too, and eventually, theoretically, it's DEC is kind of an interesting token because it doesn't get burned away, but it gets locked up in the DAO. And eventually, if the game does last another 10, 15, 20 years, maybe even through a land expansion at that point, there's not even enough DEC in the ecosystem. We'll do one more burn, one more buy and burn, and then we're going to be getting out of here, guys. And then I'll save that DEC number, and we'll pick this back up. And maybe I'll even start at a higher number for the next one. Now that I have, and just at a time I know I can sit here for a while. That's the one thing I underestimated when I started this at 4. I thought, oh, this won't take that long. I'll just knock it out in 30, 40 minutes. I don't know what I was thinking. All right, there's our buy. Well, that's an interesting question, Dwayne. I don't know. Somebody would have to do the math on that. The hard part and the thing that you can't understand about that for sure is if you're putting 30,000 into buying and burning it and you're pumping the price enough, how many other people are going to come and dump into your pump, right? That's the one thing we don't know. We don't know if people are going to do that. All right, so we'll do a transfer from Hive Engine, in-game. This. All right, guys. So we bring up the spreadsheet here. We got through 42 burns. We burned 260,516 SPS so far. We created 2.5 million DEC, and we're still sitting on 30,000 DEC to buy and burn our way through. To give you an idea, since this is 3,100, 600, if we go up here to about 7,000... right down to 3, no, we should go maybe here 6, so maybe we could burn another like 52,000, another 60,000 before these funds comes to an end, so maybe over a 300,000 burn. So oh, look at that. And Jeff is saying he might go kind of crazy and do this with 1 million, assuming the DEC price are favorable. So yeah, that's the thing we have to check and just be aware of here, guys. Now again, did did me burning 250,000 SPS, creating 2 million DEC, did it affect the market a lot? These prices are almost identical to where I started. So it doesn't look like it. But did the one number I did affect for sure is your circulating supply of SPS. It is now smaller. All right, guys, it's been a lot of fun. The family definitely wants me out of here, so I'm going to head out, and I will talk to you.